it's cocktail hour, so rock 'em up. Ooh, mama, it's cocktail hour, so pour it up. Pour it up.
What's up, guys? It's your girl, Zeta Lisa. Welcome to Mama's Cocktail Hour. Come on in. Get your cannabis, get your coffee, get your vino, get your agua, whatever your poison is, and get your butt in here. Your girl is going live more, folks. So, as promised, here I am. I am actually trying a different type of live today where I can be more interactive with you guys. I ultimately want to get to like a live show, have you guys call in, have you guys engage with me. Like that's where we want to get to with this show. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. This is Mama's Cocktail Hour. It isn't just for women. It is for women and men. This is where at the end of the night, if you want to either, just get comfy, find out what's going on, let me give you the news, trending topics, what's popping, all right here on Mamas, okay? So the showrunner today, we're going to be talking about, we have a huge D4VD update that we're going to be discussing today. That case, okay, y'all know that case has me vexed. The fact that we still do not have an arrest, but we're getting close. That's what the update's going to be about. Is sickening, but we're going to discuss that. We have a update on the Combs brothers. Justin and Christian Combs have now answered back to the Reckoning documentary, and we're going to go into what is it that they're doing to get 50 upset, okay? And then finally, we are going to briefly just talk about the Tyler Perry situation. It looks like that is heating up. I've seen a couple of posts popping off from Tasha K. Shout out to Tasha K too, because I think a lot of people think that Tasha K is like messy. I do see her discussing both sides of the coin, okay? So she did put up some text messages from Mario Rodriguez, who is the alleged victim that is suing Tyler Perry. She put up some messages where it could look as if Mario knew exactly what he was doing when he got into this relationship with Tyler Perry. But we're going to get into all of that. So if you guys have not subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting for? Let's start to get into the show, folks. I hope you guys are having a good night. I'm actually having a shitty night, but I'm still here with y'all. Something weird just happened when my husband and I tried to go into the ATM. Has this ever happened to you guys? We tried to take money out of the ATM, right? And we were in this place, okay? We're trying to take out money because the place that we're in does not accept card, okay? So we're going, we're trying to take out money, and for the ATM ends up jamming, okay? And we can't get the money out. Like, I think I disposed of, tried to take out 160 and we only got like $40. Everything else jammed inside. And when we got the printout, it said that it dispersed the money. So we naturally go to the place and we're like, hey, looks like this is faulty. And they're like, that's not ours. We're renting it. I'm like, but dude, it's in your place of operation. So I go to take out $160. I get 40. The rest gets stuck in there. When that guy comes to fix that machine, which would be whenever, I'm not going to be here to retrieve my money. So the least you can do is give me store credit. Anywho, they denied to do so. So my husband went off and he definitely wrote a bad review. But what do you guys think about that? Like, has your money ever got caught in an ATM? Like, that shit is bullshit. It is absolutely bullshit. And then they tell you to call the number on the machine. And every time I called the number on the machine, they banged it on me. Like, they completely hung up. So question in the comments, do you feel like it's the responsibility of the organization, corporation, whatever that you're working for to refund the client? Like, that's a good question. Okay. Definitely let me know if that's ever happened to you and if you guys know what it is that I should be doing, because I was vexed. But yeah, let's get into it, okay? Because we got lots to talk about tonight. And I think we are going to start with the Diddy boys. Okay. So let's go into the Diddy boys real quick. So if you guys don't know, it looks like they are, the article reads, Sean Diddy Combs' son, Justin and Christian, to star in a docuseries about disgraced father's trial and conviction. Guys, what do you have to say about this? Okay. I think Diddy is up in jail, and this is my opinion. Okay. So I'm waiting to hear from it from all of the Diddy haters up in here. But my opinion is this, is that daddy is hurting for money, and daddy told these guys to go out and get the bag. And this is what they came up with. They couldn't get anybody else except for Zeus Network to take their docuseries. I'm just saying, this is supposed to be billionaire sons, okay? The sons of allegedly billionaires. And they are going to Zeus Network to have them do a docuseries on them. All right, so let's get into the article. Because I think it's kind of trashy. At first, when I first saw it, and if you guys don't know, I posted it on my Instagram. If you guys are not following me on Instagram, please do so. Mama's Cocktail Hour. I drop lots of information, not just my videos, but also what's going on, trending topics, so that you guys can see that. And I actually dropped the trailer for this video. I can't post it here because YouTube will block me. But if you guys want to check it out, you guys can go to my Instagram, Mama's Cocktail Hour. You will see that I posted this. Okay, so it is to me, it's a corny ass trailer. Like, you see them coming into a room. You see all of the backlash that people were saying about, their dad. And then you see them looking at each other. And then there's a clip at the end where, Justin's getting a phone call from a federal inmate at the Fort Dix. You see him picking up the phone.
When it's time to make a change.
So
we'll help
that's
you mix
exactly
things up.
what's going on with that. Hold on, let me try to mute this. What is
This one?
So your kitchen can keep up with the whole family.
Hold on, guys. I'm stopping sharing because I'm like, what happened? Looked like something messed up. Anywho's, let's get back to it. All right. So again, right? These dudes are out here trying to answer 50 Cent with this docuseries. Let's get into it. Hold on one second. So it says here, let me share it again. Sorry about that. I shut it off now, so we should be Gucci. All right. So let's get into it. All right. It says, Sean Diddy Combs' son will relive their famous father's high-profile trial in a new docuseries. Justin Combs, 31, and Christian Combs, Christian Kings Combs, 19. He's not 19 years old. Is that boy only 19 years old? No. Yo, it is saying that he's 19 years old. He's hella young. Hold on one second, guys. Is Christian Combs only 19? Now I need to Google this. Hold on. Oh, yo. Okay. I thought I was wilding. Exactly what I thought. Christian, yo. People Magazine got this shit all wrong, okay? So they're saying that Christian Combs is 19. I was like, that's not right. Christian Combs is 27 years old. So they got his age all wrong. They don't even care enough to get the facts, guys. That's how they feel about the Diddy sons. They don't even care enough to get the facts. Okay. They're over here saying Christian Combs is 19 when the boy is 27, or the man is 27 years old. I'm just saying, looks like shade to me. All right. Justin Combs, 31, and Christian Kings Combs, 27, appeared in a new trailer on Sunday, December 28th for an as yet untitled series that will seemingly feature the pair watching moments from the elders from the elder Combs trial together. The music mogul was convicted of 2 prostitution-related charges in July and sentenced to 50 months in jail in October. In this trailer, which was shared by to Instagram by Zeus Network founder Lumel Plummer, Justin sits on the couch of a screening room and is joined by Christian as a flurry of headlines about their father's crimes whiz by. Our news report is heard talking about the Combs children showed up to support their dad in his trial in New York with their hands gripped in solidarity, and the brothers looked stoically at each other. It was kind of, yeah, I don't want to play it here because I feel like I might get copyrighted, guys, but it was nothing. It was just really brief. A number of words flashed on the screen as Justin reaches out and puts his arm around Christian. Rise, family, foes, joy, pain, voice, loyalty, betrayal, highs, lows, hate, truth, and lies are the things that are being shown as imagery. At the end of the trailer, Justin, this is the most corniest shit though. Like, seriously, it's almost like, I don't know, this is the vibe that I get, right? Diddy is so damn controlling that even in jail, these boys do not have the autonomy to run a business, coordinate a business, or do what they need to do without him leading. Like, it is so telling. We have a 31-year-old, I'm over here dropping shit. We have a 31-year-old man and a 27-year-old man, and they can't do things by themselves. Like, they have to have Diddy on the phone co-signing everything. Like, it's just given total control. Okay. It's given these boys have never been taught or have been empowered to lead a business, run a company on their own. It just goes to show that Diddy was super controlling. He was very manipulative. He controlled everything because these boys don't even know what to do on their own accord. If you can see, the latest headline was Justin Combs was going back to see Diddy for Christmas, and there's been hella allegations about what those conversations entailed. I don't know. There's also whispers that Justin Combs was hit with a lawsuit. But once I find that lawsuit and I kind of go through the validity of that lawsuit, we'll discuss it here on Mama's. But I haven't found it as of yet. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for that. So let's get back to the article. It says at the end of the trailer, Justin's phone vibrates and he answers to a collect call from the Fort Dix Federal Correctional Institute. Where Combs 56 is currently behind bars. No release date for the documentary was given, and the teaser said it was coming sometime in 2026. The 6 older Combs children have been vocally supportive of their father, who has been behind bars since September of 2024. Around that time, they released a joint statement saying that the past month had devastated their family. Many have judged both him and us based on accusations, conspiracy theories, and false narratives that have spiraled into absurdity on social media, the statement read. We stand united, supporting you every step of the way. We hold on to the truth, knowing it will prevail, and nothing will break the strength of our family. We miss you and we love you, Dad. Quincy, Justin, Christian, Chance, Jesse, and Delilah. Guys, you want to know something really crazy? What I think is very interesting in this whole Diddy situation is that Quincy is nowhere to be found. Okay. We know that Quincy made a couple of court appearances, and that's probably only to, keep up with the Joneses. But what I found very interesting, okay, what I found very interesting is that Quincy is not on this docuseries. Okay. He was nowhere to be found. There was not a glimpse of him. There was Zeus Network is only going to feature Justin and Christian Combs. Maybe the girls, maybe, but doubtfully. I think it's only going to feature them two. And I think the fact that Quincy is not there is very telling. It is very telling to me. Now, your girl has been on these internet streets, and there are some whispers that are coming about Quincy. And I don't feel comfortable talking about them, but I'm gonna talk about them with y'all just because I don't know the validity, and I hate to talk about things that I haven't really double checked. But I'm going to tell y'all what the whispers are, and then you guys can go check for yourself, okay? Because like I said, I'm not saying I know this for a fact, but the streets are saying that there is going to be a documentary about Kim Porter, and that 50 is not done with Diddy, and it's only the beginning. Now, people on these internet streets, aka YouTube, are talking about Quincy possibly teaming up with 50 for a documentary on Kim Porter. Now, I'm not saying don't eat me up in the comments, because everybody's gonna be like, oh, that's a reach. I'm just saying what the streets are saying. That information has been on lots of blogs and YouTube bloggers talking about it. Obviously there has been nothing. It's not like we got a trailer of that to know that is to come. But I do find it very interesting that Quincy's not involved in this. He's nowhere to be found. And if he was so gun-ho that his father was innocent and that he believed that his father was not none of these things, that he could have not done any of these things, then why isn't Quincy in the documentary with his brothers? I'm gonna hold that right there. Why isn't he in the documentary with his brothers if he truly believed that Diddy was not innocent or not guilty? That's telling to me. So the update is that looks like Justin Combs and Christian Combs will be having a docuseries featured in January. Well, they didn't say when, 2026 coming, featuring their perspective of the trial. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes for sure, because Quincy ain't there, guys. Why is Quincy not there? I don't know. Now it got me thinking. But again, that's what the streets are saying. I don't know how true that is, but that's what the streets are saying. All right, let's get into the next topic really quickly, because the Combs, I know y'all tired of hearing about Diddy, but I really am a firm believer that more charges are coming from Mr. Combs. We could agree to disagree, guys, but I really do believe that Mr. Combs, it ain't over for him. It ain't over, Hova. He got way more shit coming. Y'all can believe what y'all want to believe. Y'all could think he's gonna be out in 50 months and he's gonna be back to Diddy shaking. It's not happening. Nobody wants to touch anything with the Combs legacy anymore. It's not profitable. I'm sorry. I feel like that's why the Combs brothers had to go to the Zeus Network, because he couldn't get, you think about it, all of the people that Diddy knows, he couldn't get anybody to drop a docuseries on his behalf. Not one person. He knows so many people in media, in hip hop. He did not have one person want to drop a docuseries on their point of view. Nobody other than the Zeus Network. I rest my case. And with that, I digress. All right. Let's jump into the next story really quickly, which this story got me vexed. But it looks like there's a big update on the D4VD case. And let's jump into it. Okay. Hold on. Let's get to it. All right. So y'all remember him, right? So this is D4VD. He is a R&B indie singer who allegedly a 14, let's be real, a 14-year-old girl was found in the trunk of his Tesla, in early September. And it is now about to be January, and this man still has not been taken in for questioning. This man has still not made a comment publicly about this woman being found in a car that was registered to him. This shit is bullshit. Like, he's making loads of money. He almost was up there with K-pop. Like, he was tapping into that K-pop world. He was touring in Japan. This kid was making wild loot, okay? And a girl was found in the trunk of his car, and there has been nothing done to this very moment. Nothing done. I'm so disgusted, okay? There was also a recent update, if you guys do not know what's going on with this case. So there has been hella speculation that her body was dismembered. There has not been a official ME report that has been released to the public at this point. But yes, a 14-year-old girl was found in the trunk of his car, front trunk, and that was registered to him, and there has been no arrest, okay? There has been a grand jury convened, and it looks like there was a grand jury hearing evidence on this case, and this is the biggest update so far. So let's get into it. Okay. So this is an update coming straight from TMZ. It says singer David would likely face murder charges. Okay, this is a huge update, guys, because in the beginning of this whole fucking saga, okay, they were saying he was not involved. They were saying he was not a suspect. Thank you. They were saying that he was a that it could have been an OD. There was so much speculation when everything kind of transpired in early September, but it looks like TMZ is reporting a huge update, okay? And the headlines read, D4VD, David Anthony Burke, likely to be indicted in Celeste Rivas murder. They're calling it a murder now, guys. From it being an OD, for saying that he was a suspect, that he wasn't involved, that he wasn't a suspect, they are now saying that David Anthony Burke likely to be indicted in Celeste Rivas murder. That is insane to me. Absolutely fucking insane, okay? It says singer David would likely face murder charges for the death of Celeste Rivas, and that's because the grand jury that's hearing the case will be asked to hand down an indictment, sources tell TMZ. There was a report last month that the grand jury was in an investigative grand jury, a grand jury that helps authorities gather evidence, but one that does not indict. Okay, guys, so that's very important. This was not a grand jury that was convened for an indictment, but it was one to like an investigative grand jury. So it says an investigative grand jury can be used to subpoena and then force uncooperative witnesses to testify. Very interesting. Hold on, guys. Very interesting, okay? So that's exactly what they were doing. We've been asking what the hell is going on, and it says an investigative grand jury can be used to subpoena and then force uncooperative witnesses to testify. Okay? One sources say, however, the grand jury has been hearing witnesses in the Celeste Rivas murder is actually one that will vote on indictments. And multiple sources tell TMZ that authorities, including prosecutor Beth Silverman, believe D4VD, David Anthony Burke, was involved in the death of Celeste Rivas. Wow! This is insane, guys. This is an absolutely huge update. Okay? It says TMZ broke the story earlier this month. D4VD's day-to-day manager, Robert Morgenroth, testified for days. A TMZ reporter heard Morgenroth tell his lawyer in the courtroom hallway Silverman was very pushy as to why he didn't call the police. He said he responded by saying that it wasn't his responsibility, as it was his job to make sure D4VD, David Anthony Burke, tour kept going. Grand juries generally do what prosecutors want, in no small part because the target in this case was D4VD. He has a right to present a defense. There was also talk in the courtroom hallway. The grand jury could hear witnesses in February, so don't expect a quick indictment. Okay, so it looks like there has been movement on that front, okay? Because we went from a situation where there was no updates to now there is finally an update on the D4VD case, and they are now calling it a murder. Okay, so that is a huge update on this case. Huge. I don't know why it's taking so long. Like, I don't. I'm like, you found a burn cage in the man's house. The body was found in the car registered to him. I understand he's, a client of Interscope. He has lots of money. I'm sure there's lots riding on him, and he got a real big fancy attorney. But guys, I've been preaching this. If this was a regular person, it would be a problem. It would be a problem. All right, guys, I thought I can stay longer, but my daughter is texting me to go get her. You already know mom duties. So stay tuned in. Please subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to like the video, comment. We are going to be back here often. We're going to be doing more deep dives, and I promise it won't be this short. But I definitely wanted to come in and check you guys, give you the updates on what do we talk about? Justin and Christian are now doing a docuseries with their point of view, kind of detailing the whole trial. It's going to be aired on Zeus Network in 2026. So more to come on that. And then we have the latest on the D4VD case, guys. What's going on with that? It has officially been named a murder, and they are saying D4VD, David Anthony Burke, is a suspect in the murder of Celeste Rivas Hernandez. And I believe that is finally some type of fucking progress. All right, guys, it's your girl, Zeta Lisa. I will see you guys on the next video. Mwah, 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 mwah. And we will talk soon. Bye.
It's cocktail hour, so rock 'em up. Oh, mama, it's cocktail hour, so pour it up.